Today on CB Gist, Thicke says fame led him to painkiller and alcohol abuse and a bad place. Katie Price admits she planned a suicide after reaching crunch point. And lastly, Wonder Woman's Lynda Carter, heartbroken after love of my life husband of 37 years dies. Thicke has opened up about how he found himself overwhelmed by fame after his hit single Blurred Lines and how difficult he found it to cope. The 43-year-old singer said he struggled to cope with the whirlwind of fame that followed his hit single Blurred Lines in 2013, which led him into a spiral of painkillers and alcohol abuse. The singer admitted that he was in a bad place and it contributed to the breakdown of his marriage to ex-wife Paula Patton. In an interview, he admitted that his marriage to Paula was crumbling and his use of painkillers was only adding to the brew. Robin and Paula had been together for 21 years and were married for 9 before Paula filed for a divorce in 2014. He says everything became harder and out of control after his hit single with producer Pharrell, Blurred Lines. His fame became a bit more intense after an infamously raunchy performance of the song at the 2013 MTV VMAs alongside Miley Cyrus. According to Robin, that was a year of whirlwind fame and overindulgence coming to an end. He admitted that although he initially started taking painkillers for back pain caused by international flights, the painkillers became part of the release. Robin admitted how much he couldn't handle the bad side of fame as he realized that he was not in control. He had a wake-up call after the death of his actor father, Alan Thicke, and since then, he's been able to get his life back together again. Robin is now enjoying and having family downtime with fiancée April Gary and their third child son, Luca Patrick, who was born in December. Robin is now enjoying family life and downtime with fiancée April Gary with their third child son, Luca, who was welcomed in December 2020. This just shows that in tandem with his song, when it comes to fame, there really are blurred lines. On to the next, Katie Price has admitted that it was her children that saved her from going through with taking her own life and urged the fans to seek help if they ever feel that way. The 42-year-old former glamour model opened up about her mental health battles during an appearance on BBC Northern Ireland's Nolan Live. She also spoke about how she had planned a suicide last year after reaching crunch point. On the show, the reality star opened up about her 18-year-old son's complex disabilities, which were highlighted in a well-received BBC documentary. She also spoke about the effects her mom's terminal illness had on her. On being questioned about how she remains so positive with so much going on, she said she stays so strong with many of her pressures and she only could have done it because of her children. She admitted that she had to get on with it and had gone to Priory last year and checked herself in as an inpatient because she just couldn't deal with it on her own. She also gave out words of advice for anyone suffering with mental health, especially in this pandemic, to find someone to talk to. Katie admitted that it was her children that stopped her from carrying out her plans and led her to seek help. As every time the thought came to her, she just had to remember that she had kids. According to her, the pressures just got too much and she couldn't handle it on her own. Now that is why she decided to go to the Priory and it had nothing to do with drinking or drugs. I've got to admit she's not wrong on that and everyone just needs to find themselves a safe place. And lastly, Lynda Carter, who was TV's Wonder Woman in the 80s, has announced the passing away of her husband, Robert A. Altman, at the age of 73. The Wonder Woman star of the 80s shared the news after a week of Robert's passing at age 73. The 69-year-old actress, who became a TV icon for a portrayal of the female superhero, married Robert in 1984 and they had 2 kids. Lynda shared a couple of black and white photos of them in their early days of courting, as well as a tribute that showed how heartbroken she was about the death of the love of her life. She had written on Instagram, "1 week ago, my beloved husband Robert A. Altman passed away. Robert is the love of my life and he always will be." She also added that their 37 years of marriage were an extraordinary gift and she hoped that everyone is lucky enough to experience that in their lifetime. Lynda, who is also a former Miss World USA, said the greatest joys of Robert's life were their children. She continued her writing, talking about the love Jessica and James had for Robert. Robert was the CEO of the video game company ZeniMax, and his cause of death is currently unclear. Further adding to the tribute, she sees him as the most honorable person that she had ever had the privilege of knowing, and also being his wife and mother to his children had given her one of the best things in life. Well, that is a long ass time to be with someone, and I'm sure there will be things that will be missed at every point in time. Which brings me to a little side note. I wonder at the rates in which people jump ship on marriages these days. Just a side thought. Alright, that's about it on CB Just today. You can join the conversations. Let us know what you think on Instagram at cameraboy.tv, Facebook at cameraboyofficial, Twitter at cameraboytvng, and also like and subscribe to our videos on YouTube at cameraboytv. You can also hit me up on Instagram at @swatifi_ONI, same thing on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, guys, keep staying safe.